So, in our previous tutorial, we showed you how to fix secure boot failed problem after updating Windows by manually adding a boot entry inside BIOS. But in many modern systems, even after creating a boot entry, the system still was not booting properly. So, in today's video, we are finally going to fix the actual root cause of this issue permanently. And if your laptop or PC is showing errors like secure boot failed, boot configuration missing, your PC needs to be repaired, no bootable device found, or your BIOS boot entry is not working, which is happening in my case, then this video is going to very helpful for you. Make sure to watch this video carefully because skipping any steps may cause the repair process to fail. So let's get started. So first, let me show you the exact issue I am facing right now. Here, I am simply pressing the BIOS boot menu key while restarting the computer. Now after entering the boot menu, when I try to select the boot entry that we manually created in the previous video, as you can see, nothing happens. The system simply refuses to boot. And if I go inside BIOS settings and select Restore Secure Boot to Factory Default, then select our created boot entry and try booting again. You can see this message. Boot configuration missing. Your PC device needs to be repaired. So this means our EFI boot files or Windows bootloader are corrupted. If you are facing the same problem, don't worry. We can completely rebuild it manually. Now before fixing this issue, you first need to create a Windows 11 bootable USB. If you already have one, then fine. But if you don't know how to create it, I already made a full tutorial about it. You can watch the tutorial first and then continue this video. Once your bootable USB drive is ready, insert it into your computer's USB port. Now restart your PC, and as soon as the system starts restarting, repeatedly press your BIOS boot menu key depending on your motherboard or laptop brand. The common keys may be F12, F9, Escape, Delete or F2. Now from the boot menu, select your Windows bootable USB and press enter to boot from that. Now Windows setup will open. From the language section, simply click next. Again click next. Here, do not click install now. Instead, select repair your computer. Then click next. Now choose your keyboard layout. Now click on troubleshoot. Then click on command prompt. This is where we are going to repair the bootloader manually. First, type this command bcdedit and press enter. Now, if you see this error message, boot configuration data store could not be opened and the requested system device cannot be found, then your EFI partition is either corrupted or inaccessible. And that is exactly what we are going to fix now. Now type disk part and press enter. Next type list disk and press enter again. Now here another issue may appear. As you can see, our main disk is not showing, which is our boot disk. Here only showing our bootable USB. This usually happens because of RAID mode or Intel VMD controller settings. So here, before repairing the EFI partition, we first need to fix disk detection. Now go back into the BIOS settings. Inside BIOS, look for settings called Storage Configuration, SATA Configuration, Intel VMD Controller, or RAD settings. Now, if RAD mode is enabled, switch it to SATA or AHCI. Do not keep RAD enabled during this repair. And if you are using an Intel laptop or motherboard, find the VMD controller option and temporarily disable it. This is extremely important because sometimes Windows recovery cannot detect the SSD while VMD is enabled. After disabling it, save the BIOS settings and restart again into the Windows bootable USB. And open the command prompt again using the same method. Now once again type bcdedit and press enter. Perfect. Now you can see all our bootloader entries are finally showing here. Earlier they were missing. So now we can continue the repair process. Now again type disk part and press enter. Then type list disk and press enter. Now as you can see our main disk is properly visible. Next we need to select it. Usually disk 0 is the main drive. Here in my case my boot disk is 0. So I will be type select disk 0 and press enter. Next type list vol and press enter. Here you will see all available partitions. Now we need to identify the EFI system partition. The easiest way to recognize it is file system will be FAT32 and the size will usually be around 100 MB to 300 MB. As you can see here, volume 3 is my EFI partition and volume 5 is my bootable USB drive and the volume 0 is my OS partition. Now we need to select our EFI partition. Type select vol your EFI partition number, then press enter. Now we need to assign a temporary drive letter to the EFI partition. This allows us to access and repair it. I will assign the letter Y. So type assign letter Y and press enter. Now as you can see the message, disk part will confirm that the drive letter has been assigned successfully. If you want to verify it, type list vol and press enter again. And now you can see the EFI partition has new letter Y. Alright, now type exit and press enter to leave the disk part. Next, we need to identify the Windows installation drive. Most of the time it is C drive, but in recovery mode, drive letter can change. So first type C colon and press enter. Next type dir and press enter to confirm. Now, if you see folders like program files, user folder, Windows, then this is your OS partition. If you don't see them, try another drive letter like D, E or F until you find the correct Windows partition and check by pressing dir and press enter. Okay, now we are going to completely rebuild the EFI partition. So first we need to format it. Type format space your EFI drive letter colon which you assign space /fs colon FAT32. Now it will ask for confirmation. Press Y and press enter. And press enter to confirm. And done. As you can see, your EFI partition is now completely clean. If you want to verify it, type your assigned drive letter give a colon and press enter. Then type dir and press enter to confirm. As you can see, the partition is completely empty now. Now here comes the most important step. Go back to your Windows drive by typing your OS drive letter and press enter. Now type this final command carefully. bcdboot space your OS drive letter colon backslash Windows space /s space your assigned drive letter colon space /f space all and press enter. Immediately you should see the message boot files was successfully created, and that's mean your Windows bootloader and EFI partition have been successfully rebuilt. Alright, once you have done this hard part, now type exit and press enter. From the chosen option screen, select turn off your PC. Now remove the bootable USB from your computer. Then power the system back on normally. Now in some systems, after restarting, you may see this message, no bootable device found or insert boot media or inaccessible boot device. Don't panic. This happened because earlier we disabled the Intel VMD controller. So now we simply need to re-enable it. Go back into the BIOS. And find the VMD controller option again. Now simply re-enable it. After that, save your BIOS settings. And restart your computer. And that's it. Windows is now starting perfectly without any boot errors. No secure boot failed message, no boot configuration missing error. Everything is working correctly again. So I hope this video was helpful to you, and honestly this is one of the most complete methods to rebuild and repair corrupted EFI boot files after a Windows boot failure. If you still facing issues, feel free to comment below with exact error message. And if you want more advanced repair tutorial like blue screen fixes, BIOS recovery, Windows recovery, SSD not detected fix, or secure boot troubleshooting, then let us know in the comment. And guys, please don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.